Hey guys, it is me, the dude who talks, and I just want to quickly bring something up. If there's a difference in quality with the video, unfortunately I've had some issues with my previous video editing software, so yeah, I've had to go a different way in doing my videos. Hopefully there won't be any difference, but I just wanted to make you all aware. So, on to it. For today's video, I'm going to be talking about the new EP from Vacuous called Katabasis, which is out now through Fuck Hype Endless Disappointment. So, a little bit about Vacuous. They are a relatively new three-piece death metal band from London. They had the unfortunate luck of starting up when the pandemic hit and, when gigs were cancelled, so these dudes haven't even played a single show. So, off the back of their demo, which was released earlier this year, they managed to put out their debut EP, which was recorded more or less in isolation. So, a little bit about the name Katabasis. It is a term from Greek mythology signifying the descent into the underworld, and they said themselves they wanted to take this to a more literal level as researching the different physical depths, like caves, catacombs and underlands, what have you, and also the psychological aspects of that as well, with the descent into one's psyche. So, who is in Vacuous? Well, we have Michael B on guitars, Damiano S on bass, and Joe Chen on drums and vocals. Now it's time for that question that I usually ask. What did I think of the EP, Katabasis? Did I like it? Or do I wish this EP would be sent forth into the underworld so I'll never have to hear it or see it again? Let's find out. So, on Katabasis, we have 5 songs and it clocks in at just 20 minutes. Let's start off like we always do by talking about the first song off the EP, which is the title track Katabasis, which starts off building up some atmosphere and then the pace quickens it, and then we have this pummeling drum beat and this brutal riff that just gets things going. Yeah, already this is sounding really brutal. The vocals from Joe are this deep growl, and I'm impressed with how he can do that and maintain some solid rhythms on the drums. So I can definitely tell that they wear the old school death metal influence on their sleeves. So that's definitely a good thing in my book because they pull it off with such authenticity. Following track, Unmarked Grave, goes straight into it with some insane blast beats, and that's what I like. Because in my opinion, it's straight to the point, no frills death metal, and apart from a couple of occasions, doesn't try to be anything else other than that. I'm also noticing the occasional echo effect on the vocals, which just gives it that bit of atmosphere. Another thing that stood out for me is on the halfway mark after this unrelenting riff, it goes into a solo that breaks off into a trem pick, and I was like, nice. I have to say this song is a standout for me as it is unrelenting in its brutality. I'm also a big fan of the next track, Fermentation, which has a bit of a slower pace and dips its toe into more of a Death Doom territory, with the riff keeping things heavy until the blast beats hit you, and they are furious blast beats. The rhythm section definitely stands out, not only on this song but, well, throughout the EP, though I will say that this song does more in experimenting with tempos. So, how does the next track, Voluntary Immurement, stack up? A side note for those who don't know what immurement is, it is a punishment in medieval times where people would get bricked in, kind of like being buried alive. I've got not much else to say about this track, other than it more or less carries on the same trend as the other songs, so definitely a good thing. So that leaves us with the last song on the EP, which is called Blood Eagle. And if you don't know what that is, or you've not watched Vikings, basically your rib cage gets exposed and your lungs are on your shoulders to resemble like an eagle. Quite brutal stuff, really. The song has a more doom feel at the start of the song, having that slower pace but still retaining the heaviness. But don't you worry, there's still blast beats aplenty on this song. The slower pace on the song definitely gives it a more bleaker vibe, which adds to the whole theme of this EP. Now, one last thing I want to say about this EP, and it's more of a general thing, is the production. I think the production does a really good job of showcasing how tight these musicianship is on this record. So yeah, good job. So normally I'd have a bit of a segment where I would talk about stuff that I didn't like about this record, But after a few listens and a bit of nitpicking, I couldn't really find anything that I didn't like about this EP. Other than that, I wish it was a bit longer, but it definitely serves for people with a short attention span like me. So yeah, that's a good thing. So it's now time for my overall opinion, and I think you all know what that is. I think this is a really strong EP. Definitely great to see like some homegrown talent like Vacuous putting themselves forward with the resurgence of the old school death metal scene. I think this EP is brutal, tight, and never meandering. I definitely highly recommend this EP, and I look forward to seeing what these guys do next. Was me talking about Vacuous with their EP Katabasis. Have you picked up this EP yet? Please let me know what you think about it down below in the comments section. If you haven't, I'll be including a link to their Bandcamp if you wish to check them out. So yeah, if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. It really helps out. I just want to quickly plug my Facebook page. I'm posting stuff there daily, so give that a like if you want. I'll include a link there in the detailed section or whatever it's called. So yeah, all I've got left to say to you guys is I've been the dude who talks. You guys are fucking awesome. Thank you so much for listening. Cheers.